Yeah, hi guys. Yesterday I watched this film called Amaran, and it's a Tamil film. It's based on the life of a real life army person called Major Mukund. And by the time I went to watch it, this movie had already made around 320 crores or something, and that's very, very big for a Tamil film with no other like stars from other languages. Just Sivakarthikeyan and Sai Pallavi, they're the lead roles, and the remaining actors are all like unknown faces, new faces, so, stuff like that. And yeah, I like the film. I think it definitely deserves the um, great reviews and box office success had till now. There's a lot to appreciate in the film. Sivakarthikeyan, I don't know what happened to him. Generally, his performances are terrible. He can't seem to see the difference between being a good VJ and being a good actor. He just, for most of his career, he just played the same character over and over again, and he has this two or three set of emotions that he just keeps repeating, and people just eat it up because they're morons. But somehow this movie he seemed like he actually took it seriously, and like really, like there were so many moments, like for example, um, there's this moment where one of the major conflict of the film is that Major Mukund can't seem to spend time with his family. Like he meets their family once in 1.5 years, and he probably has like 3 or 4 days with them. That's it, and then go has to go back, and then 1.5 years later he'll come back. So that's a common problem that a lot of army officers face. And there's a scene where Shiv has to give a send off to her to his daughter, who's like a small, like 5 4 5 year old girl, and yeah, just say bye and leave. And out from the outside he's just like jovial, happy, but you can see that in the inside he's not feeling very well. And that scene was very subtle, and like his performance was good. And Sai Pallavi, as usual, she is just fantastic in everything she does. She's just so natural. She's like the female version of Vijay Sethupathi or something, without um, I guess without the without the male organs. But yeah, she's very, very natural. And yeah, everything about the film was pretty much good. Like music was pretty good. GV Prakash. Uh, and the way the film was handled was really, really good, because like a lot of these army films, they have this I mean, at the end of the day, the goal is to portray the Indian army as a heroic uh, group of people, which they are. Any army, I mean, any human being who places an ideal or some higher purpose above their immediate material well-being is definitely worthy of respect. Even I would say, like, even terrorists in some ways, not, they shouldn't be they should be legally prosecuted if they're caught, obviously, and we should be aware of them, and we should try to kill them if we find them, obviously. But as a human being, just complete devotion to any higher calling, I think, is admirable in a person. So that is good. But the reason I said that was, this film, even though it does portray the Indian army as heroic, there is a grounded, like, realistic feel to it. It didn't, especially the climax. I don't want to spoil it for people who haven't seen it, but usually most directors would have handled that scene in a very over sentimental kind of way. But yeah, this director, no, he handled it the right way. It was very subtle and very tastefully done, and there are a lot of scenes like that which were very, very well done. And I think part of the reason is probably it's because it's based on a real story, and he wanted to tell it as truthfully as possible. Yeah, the action scenes are well choreographed, they're well done. There were like I think there's a scene where you see a snake, and it then the CGI was not good, but yeah, and there was like a portion of second half. It's like the mid portion of second half becomes a bit slow, and that's okay. It's like every film has flaws, even the movies that we consider as perfect. If you actually watch closely, they have flaws. So these little flaws, I think it can be overlooked when you look at all the positive aspects of this film. And if I also saw on social media that the filmmakers of this film and actor Sivkarthikeyan, they're all being like it's this is being celebrated in the same way that Dangal was celebrated. You know, like this is something that all Indians should watch. This is and that's the feel that I get when I research when I researched a little bit about the response to this film, and I think this film totally deserves that response. So if you haven't watched this film yet, go watch it. Watch it in theater. It's totally worth it. And if you somehow miss it, that's also fine. I think it by December 5th, it's going to be on Netflix. So it's actually a great opportunity to watch it in theaters. But even if you miss it, definitely watch it with your friends or family at home.